These three hairstyles are aging you, and you don't even know it. Hello, beautiful friends. Let's have a little heart-to-heart today, just us ladies. You know, I always say style doesn't stop after 50. It just gets better. But sometimes, even with the perfect outfit and a fresh swipe of lipstick, something still feels off. And more often than not, it comes down to our hair. Now, I'm not here to bash shortcuts or say you need to follow trends like a teenager. That's not what this is about. But I am here to tell you that certain hairstyles, even the ones we've worn for years, might be quietly adding years to our appearance without us even realizing it. I've seen it with friends, clients, even myself, when I look back at old photos and think, whew, what was I doing with that style? Let's talk about the 3 common hairstyle choices that mature women often default to. But that could be making us look older, not wiser. The first one is the tight curl or old school perm that never changes. And I say this with love, because I've had friends who clung to this style for decades. It became part of their signature look. But curls that are too uniform, too tight, or overly set can make us look stuck in another era. If this sounds familiar, I suggest loosening the pattern a bit or even embracing a more relaxed curl. There are so many styling creams and modern curling tools now that let you soften your texture without losing that volume we love. A soft wave or tousled curl gives a more natural feel and helps frame the face beautifully. The second hairstyle that can age us? Hair that's one solid color, especially jet black. Now listen, I understand the temptation. As those grays creep in, we want to cover them up fast. But deep, flat black dye can actually make our skin look more washed out and harsh. I had a dear friend named Valerie who was committed to her box dye. Black, always black. One day we sat down over coffee and I gently said, "What if we softened it just a bit?" A few months later, she transitioned into a soft brown with subtle highlights. And I kid you not, she looked 10 years younger. I suggest adding dimension with some lowlights or gentle highlights. It adds life, texture, and a youthful glow without trying too hard. And finally, let's talk about long, unlayered hair. I know this one is controversial. Some of us have had long hair for decades, and it feels like a part of us. But when it's long, heavy, and hanging with no shape, it can pull the face down and make us look tired. And let's not forget bangs that are too thick or too long. They can overwhelm the face and hide our features instead of highlighting them. I'm not saying chop it all off, unless you want to, but I do recommend adding some shape. A few soft face-framing layers or wispy bangs can instantly lift and open up your look. I had a phase not long ago where I let my hair grow out with no real plan. It was long, shapeless, and I had bangs that practically swallowed my eyebrows. I thought I was doing something stylish, but in reality it just looked bulky. My stylist gave me subtle layers and trimmed those bangs into a gentle side sweep, and the difference was night and day. It wasn't drastic, but it brought my face back to life. And if you need a little inspiration, just look at Helen Mirren. She's over 70 and still plays with different cuts and styles, sometimes sleek, sometimes textured, always current. She's proof that staying stylish isn't about chasing youth, it's about embracing change with grace. So, ladies, if you've been feeling like something isn't quite working when you look in the mirror, start with the hair. A little change here and there can bring out the best version of you, without a drastic makeover. Aging gracefully doesn't mean sticking to the same old styles. It means staying curious, open, and willing to try something new once in a while. Because you, my friend, deserve to look and feel fabulous at every age. Let's not let our hair hold us back.